Welcome to the Mindset Makeover. During this unique show, hosts Lisa Berry and Michelle Carter accompany you on a journey of mindful thinking, true feeling, and clearing mind chatter, all to align you with deep answers and multiple possibilities that help you move forward and live in the now. You become present, clear, and unstuck, and able to live fully led by your heart. Michelle and Lisa invite you to listen and feel this transformation through vibration of word, sound, and song. Open up to what's possible and experience a shift.
Hello, and welcome to this show that's about to shift you. You're listening to the Mindset Makeover, What's Possible. I'm Lisa Berry.
And I'm Michelle Carter.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Good. How are you? How's it in Toronto today?
Toronto is fabulous and a little bit cooler than the last couple of days, so I'm excited. Oh, relief.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, well, it's cloudy in here in LA, so.
I always think that's funny when we do the opposite. Well, more than the weather, today, Michelle, I am feeling such overwhelming sense of gratitude, actually, like a deep sense of gratitude.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I know. And sometimes you think, we do our gratitude list, and that's a thing that we consciously think of doing, but this isn't a wave that's just constantly going. And I think it's making me want to, I'm gonna be all emotional and lovey-dovey today. I feel like I want to say that I thank goodness for this show to allow our souls, like our heart and souls, to connect with everybody else's heart and soul.
Oh.
See, I told you I was going to get mushy.
I like when you're mushy. I'm normally the super mushy one. I'm like, it's the glorious morning.
I think the cats must do that, right?
Oh, that's great. Well, I totally agree with you, though. It is pretty awesome to have a wonderful platform just to connect with people and talk about fun and good things to make you happy.
I know. Well, when we're here and I'm talking to you, and I know that people are listening and they're coming to say, you know what, something's going on in my life and I need something else, some kind of support, something, and that makes me obviously think of what is it that goes on in people's lives, their hearts, their minds, that they need support? What is that thing? What's the biggest thing that consumes people? And we talk about stress, the word stress, but stress, first of all, it's an overused word and a not so specific word that encompasses
anything cause that too. So yeah. We have a lot. Sorry, carry on.
Oh, no. Yeah. So, and I think when we're thinking about, okay, so let's break stress down. Let's break it down. and you and I started our entire program because of two major feelings, and a desire to feel comfortable and safe.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And so I think that. Yes. And then I'm going to let you talk a little bit too. And I'm going to ask you, when we started and we thought, you know what, if you don't feel safe and you have fears, like what is it that goes on? Like what can happen? And I want to share with our listeners what you think, like when we talk about that, what goes on for you and what you think they're going through.
Well, I actually never thought about safety until I met you. Like, I mean, of course, thought about safety, but just the way you're not like, oh, I just never thought about it. But I never thought about it, safety and comfort, like the way you put it, because that's originally how we connected through safety and comfort, but how it plays such, I think a lot of, like what you said, stress is caused by the lack of safety because, I mean, it can apply to anything. So I loved,
actually,
absolutely.
I'm so glad you said that. We've been doing it for a while now. So, but you're right. People don't walk around going, geez, I don't feel safe today.
Like you cannot feel safe in certain scenarios. You're like, oh, it's nighttime and I'm in a rough neighborhood or something like that is the obvious word of safety. But you said it in a way that I had never thought about, because I'm like, it all boils down to that. Like, getting the good job, that's about safety. Having a beautiful home, that's about safety. Like all these things that we, the quote unquote wants and desires of life. A lot of it comes down to feeling safe, like having a great partner, all these things we desire the bottom line is about safety. And I had never thought about that until talking to you about that. And I was like, that's so true. That's exactly why we want all these things, to feel good and happy and safe.
And safe. And then, of course, well, we've all come to learn about my comfort. I'm like a cat. I have to be comfortable. and
I love that about you, though.
And the funny things, when you look, even taking a cat, for instance, or let's not we won't look at the cat right now. So when we're talking, I'm thinking about, the whole show will be about cats. But really, when I think about, I took that further and I thought, oh, wow, Michelle wasn't thinking about it that way, but this is really cool that we're thinking about having safety and feeling safe about, okay, if I'm not safe, that means I'm afraid of something. And if I'm afraid of something, that means I have fears. And then I was like, okay, people have fears. That's where you can do it. I'm fearing that I won't get this job. I'm fearing I won't have enough money. I'm fearing that my health won't be optimal. I'm fearing that people won't accept me. And then we started really breaking that down. And that's where I think that was really growing from the whole, let's go find out what stress is, find out what safety is, and find out what comfort. Because when you're comfortable means you don't have that many fears poking up, or you're able to manage those fears.
Absolutely.
So I think that we're something we're going to play a little later. One of our songs that we created wrapped around the entire thing of safety. And I want to share with the listeners a little mini story about what happened to me in the past week. And when I talk about feeling insecure, or no, that's a safety issue, right? A fear, they can happen from the smallest things to the biggest of things. And it's the accumulation of a lot of little things that can create a big thing, like a phobia even, or it's a big thing, but looking backwards, you're like, oh, I'm not afraid of a lot of little things, but there's this one big thing. But that one big thing is a lot of little things. And so I had this event that I wanted to go to, but I have a little fear of, I'm nervous. I get nervous in front of people and walking in alone, or what if I trip? What if Michelle's way past that, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, I fall on a regular basis. So it's just like, all right, well, that happened today.
And in fact, having Michelle share that with me and witnessing it actually helped me, because it's support. I feel supported, like, oh, look at that. She lived, she survived, and she wasn't embarrassed, or, if she was, she's
the benefit of being an awkward giant, and it's like, always falling.
Oh my goodness, and you do it so beautifully and gracefully. But
oh, I'm a graceful faller now. Wow. Well, you're very kind, and it's not true.
I would not be a graceful faller. So, and that's, of course, a fear. And here in my thing was, there was an event I really wanted to go to because of the cause, because of the reason. And in my mind, what happened first was I was going through, what's possible? What's possible? I could help save these lion cubs, because that was what the event was for. What's possible is I could meet some really terrific, loving, like, they're warm-hearted people who care about animals and might, maybe do business with something later, or maybe I might meet the love of my life. Who knows what this event could bring? There's so many what's possibles, right? That's just like our show. But those fears totally crept in. What happens if I can't make it in time? What happens if I'm late? What happens if I'm too loud? What happens if I wear the wrong dress? What happens if I wear a scrunchie in my hair? Michelle didn't let me, by the way. Everybody did not wear the scrunchie.
Yeah, scrunchies.
But so really what I want to share was that it can be from the smallest of things, the most important things in some people's life, to so that this might not mean anything to anybody else, but it meant the world to me. I wanted to go, but my fears and I wasn't comfortable could have prevented me. Really, truly, it could have prevented me from going and doing this. And I won't keep anybody in suspense. I did go to the event. And I did not sit there texting Michelle the whole night either, by the way. It was very good.
You were very good at not doing that. I was impressed.
Boundaries.
I wanted to know everything that was going on.
Yes, creating the suspense. But so, Michelle, is there something, I know that, everybody has so many things that fill their lives. Is there something that happened to you that we're going to talk about later? But the main thing did you happen to have a what's possible, and then, eek, I've got some fears going on?
Oh, I have it on a daily basis, pretty much. I mean, I'm constantly. It's just totally true. Actually, very funny last night.
Oh, no.
Well, I was sleeping, in dream state, because obviously we're very excited about having the opportunity to do this show.
Yay.
And I went to bed really, really late, and I kept going, go to bed. So you're up like on time. And of course, my whole dream, well, before that, I was working on Christmas songs for a friend yesterday because she's doing an audition. So I was preparing these Christmas songs. So all night, my dream is just filled with Christmas songs and being late for the radio show. And somehow we were doing a sound healing as well before, and then we were late, and it was the whole dream, and I woke up panicking. I'm like, what time is it? And then luckily I have the best alarm clocks ever, my 2 cats.
Yep.
So I had plenty of time, and we are on the show. And it actually, funny enough, right before this happened, there was just all sorts of things. So we couldn't get into Skype, but then it always works out.
Always works.
So, yeah, I don't know if those were really,
well, they
of course,
do.
We all have fears. Pardon me?
Yes, it does, because that actually that was huge, actually. How many of us, like, this is huge. How many of us have those fears of not feeling safe or prepared or comfortable that it keeps them from sleeping, and it distracts them from daily activity and nightly activity that's really important, like sleep.
Yeah, and that was the one thing. I was like, just go to bed early, and I couldn't. And it was funny because I wasn't like nervous, but obviously a part of me was nervous about being late or something like that, which is hilarious because I'm in my own little studio with unicorn slippers on, but still, it was very funny.
Oh, the unicorn slippers always help. Oh,
they're the best slippers ever.
That's really neat that you actually just said unicorn slippers. We're going to go into when we do play the song and we go through the words, the coachable moments that we've captured into those. We are going to break down the breakdown song, but there are sometimes like little stones, like crystals or stones that we might carry, or luck charms. Is that the right word? Lucky charm. Chocolate's a cereal.
Lucky charm. That works.
But there's
anything that makes you feel good. I'm all for stuff like that. I have crystals all over the studio.
Yes, exactly. Or little rituals or mantras. So we are going to come back and play a song and break it down. And we're going to find out. And you can email us, and we're going to ask you to email us what your lucky charm is, what your thing is, to help you feel safe and comfortable. We will be right back.
Are you sick of feeling overworked with no motivation? Take a break from the daily grind. Life coach Nicole Eisler is here to provide a healing journey of optimism. Passionate and caring, Nicole is no ordinary soul. Her dedication to helping everyone has no limit. Witness the power of positivity. Tune in every first and third Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific for Positivity Party Radio with Nicole Eisler on Transformation Talk Radio. For more information, visit BigDreamAwakening.com.
When your body is awakened, your spirit comes alive. Dana Canetto is a transformational guide, embodiment coach, and spiritual mentor assisting women in realigning with their truth and embodying who they are by connecting to the wisdom of their body. Tune in every month on Transformation Talk Radio and the Dr. Pat Show Network for Body Divinity Radio with Dana Canetto. For more information on Dana and her services, visit danacanetto.com. That's DANACANNETO.com.
Are you feeling stagnant or blocked in your love life, career, health, or finances? Experiencing difficulty focusing or setting and achieving goals? Tune in to Spiritual Diagnostics Radio with psychic visionary healers Carol Dorian and Suzanne Evans. Discover the cause and effect of unwanted patterns in life. Tune in every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Pacific on Transformation Talk Radio. For more information, visit spiritualdeed.com.
What is a brilliant culture? And how do we create them? Why are they important? Claudette Rowley has created a breakthrough 5-step process to help you design a culture that is authentic, innovative, and successful. Learn how to create change with Cultural Brilliance Radio, the DNA of organizational excellence, and Claudette Rowley. To learn more or work with Claudette, visit ClaudetteRowley.com.
Join in on one of the most life-transforming adventures in personal expansion and world service. In each of our upcoming shows, you're going to have the opportunity to join thousands as we focus healing energy to elevate and balance our world. This is a chance for like-minded individuals like you and I to join forces with light workers all over the globe as we light the way for peace, harmony, and a world driven by love. You'll also learn about magical innate abilities that you can develop and use to make your dreams come true. Joy Elaine, author of the Joy Chronicles, invites you to join her and millions of others working with the Galactic Masters, Angels, and the Ashtar Command as they assist humanity and planet Earth to achieve their ultimate destination of ascension. For more information, visit joyelaine.com. That's joy, ELAINE.com.
So, thinking now about how many people can't sleep at night. See, now I'm thinking about the people who can't sleep at night. See, there's clearly something.
Oh.
I'm going to need a crystal to swipe that energy away.
No, it happens though. It happens to my husband all the time. And I haven't got it too many times, but those times when you're up for hours and you're just like, what is going on? Yeah, a lot of that.
Why can't I control that? Well, the subconscious is so powerful. And in fact, our actual conscious brain is so tiny percentage compared to the subconscious. And in fact, this is where I know this is a heavy word to use, but it's as if our thoughts are holding us hostage. These fears, it's a hostage. You're in captivity of this little box of what could go wrong, what could happen, as opposed to, and I love doing the turnaround, what is possible in a good way? What am I curious about? What could be the best outcome? Like, what if I woke up and I had so much time before the show that I could, do extra yoga?
Oh, imagine. I don't have that much time, really.
There you go. So Michelle and I go from every extreme to very happy, very, very happy and fun, to really serious and reflective and dark and heavy. So we are going to surprise everyone and play one of our songs called Breakdown. And you can look at breakdown in so many ways, just the word even, like breakdown as in I'm oh my gosh, I'm breaking down. This is a horrible thing. Or you can look at like, let's break this down into steps and stages. So let's see what everybody just feels, what they get from this. And then we're going to break down the breakdown after.
Must I surrender to be free? What has held me hostage? What beliefs? What lies? What truths? It doesn't feel right. I'm out of alignment. What is sitting in my body that hurts? What can I cry out in tears and in sound? What once washed away, washed over me, will free me? I can't juggle the imbalanced energy of this anymore. I want to let go. It might hurt as it moves through me, dislodging, ripping apart, ripping out of me, dismantling the thoughts and the emotions. It doesn't belong anymore. Closing my eyes to the darkness, I surrender and make space. It dissipates. It melts. It breaks down. I surrender to letting it go, not to it. I surrender. I forgive. I love.
I love that music.
I love that one too. I do like how dark it is.
Oh, do you know what? And you know, I'm not one for like usually like, oh, let's listen to that. But my belly actually, I feel that in like just holding that last note. I'm not the musician here, so I don't know the notes, but that note that you played and the sound, I feel it in my stomach so deeply on such a vibrational level.
I feel like it has a dissonant harmony, like that it feels all dark but can come out of it. And we all know the breakdown. Oh, I know the breakdown way too much.
Share with people here that what dissonance means. On both the musical level and an energetic level, if you could.
Well, dissonance is like when how do I explain this? It's not musical.
It sounds off. Like I always go,
yeah, like it sounds off, but like especially in classical music, there's often a dissonant note before the resolution. Like even in a major scale, the seventh note to the octave is dissonant. Like it's like da da. Like then it resolves itself. So I think we can kind of apply that to life. That right at that breakdown and that dissonant moment, it's possible that there's a resolution. You definitely hear a lot of it in classical music because it's all a balance between, dissonance and beauty, and like, you don't appreciate the sun if there's no rain.
I was just going to say, it's like when oh my gosh, because the cloud literally came over and then the sun just came out and I thought, and I never thought, I actually did not know. I don't know if anybody else, people would have to do music. The seventh note you said, because in an octave there's 8, the seventh note, so that final note, which is dissonant, which sounds off, is just before the resolution. I think that's gorgeous.
Yeah, because if you end at the seventh, it doesn't fully feel. I mean, I love seventh chords, but it doesn't. It feels like it needs to be resolved.
Oh my goodness!
And it just has this feeling, and you don't have to know music to know that. You just feel it, and it's very. I mean, I was just saying this to my mom the other day about LA because right now it's cloudy and I love it. I was like, because I'm from Vancouver, where pretty moody weather there. And I was just like, it's weird. You can totally get sick of the sun. And it's not that I think it's beautiful and it's amazing, but I like when it's cloudy and I like when there's windstorms and it changes.
Right.
And
you know what?
If we applied that, it can't be sunny every day.
Right. It stirs things up though too, I think. Like the gust of wind, it makes everything. And that's the same thing that when we chose you chose, I didn't choose the music, but you created that music to match those words when when I was going through the emotion of not surrender. You're not giving in. You're not surrendering to the problem. You're surrendering to letting it go and not holding you hostage. That gust of wind has to happen to, make everything go all crazy so that you can, when the sun shines down and that beautiful note of happiness comes out later after and you have that support, you can go, okay, let's put everything back to where it feels right, where it's in most alignment.
Yeah, and you're acknowledging it too. I mean, one of the best things, I always go back, my mom says.
I love what mom says.
She's amazing. I know. Willie Carter, the wizard, she's amazing. But she always says, like, go feel that feeling. She always says, go to the whole brain posture. So, you wrap your hands. And then she said, go feel as bad as you can feel about that situation. And, especially when we are into, enlightenment and want to change everything. We're like, our goal is always like, I want to feel good. I want to feel good. So you don't want to feel bad, but you really have to acknowledge that if you're feeling something, you have to acknowledge that piece of you. And I feel that's sort of what the breakdown, that's especially what this song did for me, because I'm like, it's acknowledging the breakdown. It's not brushing the breakdown under the rug and then being like, whoa, there's a lot of stuff under there. It's just, you're acknowowing it and you're surrendering to it.
I have a name for that with all my coaching. I used to call that the lumpy carpet syndrome. Funny enough that I broke my toe on the lumpy carpet. But that's because you stuff enough things under the carpet. If you don't clear it, you will trip and you will fall. And like I did last week, broke my toe doing that. But oh my goodness. I
like the lumpy carpet. That's hilarious.
I have to put syndrome on it because now it's a complete disease. But you know what's funny? I have an everyday calendar. So every day I get to flip it over every day, and it's a cat calendar, which is amazing. And I get so excited. I never want to peek a day ahead. So today I got to flip it over. So Monday, and it says the best way to heal the world is to go home and love your family. And then it had a picture of like 10 cats. But you know what you just said, but it's if we want to make a change in this world, heal the world, support the world, love the world, do anything with the world, we have to go home and love ourselves and the problems, not, you know, the situations that we're going through, and love them. So, and we can't love them if we don't look at them.
Exactly. That makes so much sense. And also when you acknowledge it, you can move through it. And yeah. Exactly.
Oh, and you know what, too, for all the listeners here, the reason why we use music is, see, right earlier when when the song ended and I shared with everybody, I felt it in my stomach. That says to me, and I want to be very open and aware for myself and share this, is that clearly there's something that needs to be dislodged from me. Something is going on. I feel something, that there's a lump under my carpet. and if I don't know what it is, or if I right now I'm like, I'm rather interested. I'm curious now. What is that? But I'm not going to say I'm sick, I'm wrong, something's bad. I'm saying I want to acknowledge and talk to it. And then I want to, if I don't know the words, I'm going to allow the music, the vibration to shift it, because maybe I don't have the words for it, but the music and that vibration, and I'm going to listen to that after the show here and allow it to move through. Actually, we have another song to help anybody who is left feeling a little bit on that dissonant note. But you know what I mean, Michelle? Sometimes we don't know the words. We don't even know what it is. We just
don't
know.
have to know the words.
Right.
Like you can feel the words. And also, if you do want to know the exact words, on our website, we do have a video for breakdown, and you can watch it and you can see all for the listeners. It does have all the lyrics on it, and it can kind of guide you through that transition.
That's a beautiful invitation. Thank you for reminding us and them. So if you can.
Yeah, so it's.
Yeah. Sorry. No, yeah, website.
Oh, I was just going to say, it's at 432 Shift, and it's on the videos page. So, and that song was called Breakdown. So if you do want to watch it, and all the lyrics are there, so you can really feel it and go through the transition of your breakdown. And
you know what? I'm actually going to do that right after the show myself. Now I'm really excited because sometimes we have so many things that we do, we forget, and we're just aware of what we have done. But that I remember when I was watching the video that you created to go with it, it moved in the perfect time to allow the emotions to go through for a process that I could handle. It wasn't overwhelming. It wasn't too slow. It wasn't too late. It was like, oh, this is perfect. It's not too imagery, and the words were there. I didn't have to think of them.
Yeah, exactly. So then you don't, and like you said, you feel words as well, and music. And
yes, I love feeling music. Now, we actually have one more song that we're going to play to help balance. I'm a Libra. I think I've said that before. And we're going to balance everybody out and bring.
Yeah, we'll do that after the break.
Yeah. All right. Okay. We'll see you soon.
Tune in to The Michael Shane Show the third Tuesday of each month at 11 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com, and connect with the ascended beings to raise your vibration and manifest the life you desire. Get ready to receive healing through the transphysical mediumship of Reverend Michael Shane and the ascended beings. Visit MichaelShane.com. That's MyChael, Shane.com, and call 425-971-6632 to schedule your full healing session now.
TheAngelLady.net. 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 1-800-323-1790. 1-800-323-1790. Sue Storm. TheAngelLady.net.
Are you ready for a game changer? Sarah Westall is bringing you Business Game Changers Radio. Sarah brings you leading experts, visionaries, and newsmakers who provide the best commentary on big issues and cutting-edge innovations. Sarah's 20 years as a business executive will help you think like an entrepreneur with expertise, energy, and attitude. Tune in to Business Game Changers Mondays at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
You, yes you, can be the highest version of yourself. Wellness coach and natural beauty expert Dr. Agnes Frenkel is on a mission to help you play the game of your life. Win in vibrancy, health, and beauty. Because you deserve it. Dr. Agnes goes beyond the limits in her personal coaching sessions to revolutionize health and wellness. Now is the time to unleash your true power. For more information, visit dragnesfrankel.com.
Introducing the Lucid Planet, a digital gathering place featuring cutting-edge, high-vibrational content that will empower and inspire you to become the greatest version of yourself. Visit the Lucid Planet today to stimulate your mind, body, and soul as you connect with a global community of like-minded people. The Lucid Planet is edited by renowned psychologist and author Dr. Kelly Neff, who is here to help you cope with anxiety, connect to your higher purpose, uncover your true passions, and live your dreams. Dr. Kelly's fresh, compassionate perspective emphasizes growth, transformation, healing, and thriving. Even in the face of adversity, say goodbye to bad news and low vibrational media for good and become part of the larger collective of people working together to navigate the global shift of consciousness and transform the world from within. Join the planet, the Lucid Planet. Visit thelucidplanet.com. Welcome home.
Safety, I want to say, you know what? Why is it so important that we feel safe? Like, who cares? What if you didn't? What if you just, walked around carrying your fears around with you, letting that be your ID? Like, you identify with that and you tell people, this is who I am. Like, we all know those people who do, or maybe we do it ourselves, but what is
a lot of people?
Yeah. So what if I was to say to everybody, I'm going to use the should word. Why should we not do that? I did a double everything in there. But so basically, what is the benefit of going through and finding out what am I fearing and then turning it around so that you do feel safe and comfortable? So if I was to share with the world what that benefit would be, is that I would say they get to have so many more experiences and expand and grow and literally feel their heart explode, like in a great way, like poof, lots of light.
It's freedom, though. It's freedom to not be trapped by your fears. And we're quite conditioned. We really are conditioned to live in fear. And because with everything, like we're constantly told in media and all sorts of things that we're not enough, we need more, this isn't right. So we really are told. So it can be quite challenging. And I don't think a lot of people always have time. We're so busy too. And, like our last show about timing, but have enough time to ask themselves, do I feel safe? Do I feel, but.
Right. And I can't, you just so impressed me as always, but the freedom is where you feel happy. Because you're not as hostage, enslaved. And, oh my goodness, I'm so happy you said that. I actually wrote it down.
Because you're not bound. I mean, that's what we all want. We want very basic things. I think most people, all of us, we want to feel happy. And that's what the partner, the job, the money, the house, all the things that we want, which is all wonderful. It's all great to have all those things as well. But ultimately, we want them to feel happy and to feel safe. And like right now that money is still the current currency, I always say current currency, but we want money because it will make us feel safe. It will make us feel like it really does boil down to all of that, like safety and comfortability and happiness.
When you say about that, the freedom, what I'm thinking about, because choice to me is massive. And I always feel like people feel like they don't have choice. So they have to do this. The doctor said I have to do this. The marketing and advertisement said I have to buy this, or I have to be this size or thing. So the freedom to choose is what makes us empowered and feel that. So if you know and you feel safe and comfortable and you have the belief and trust in yourself to make the choice that will be best for you, right? Like that's, see how it kind of flows all there, that you start seeing the possibilities.
Absolutely. I think having that freedom to see the possibilities and knowing that stuff, like I look at our partnership, for example, like I didn't even know that this would even be possible. We didn't even know what, we just knew we had to create stuff together, and we didn't even know how at first, but together we both felt so comfortable and safe with each other, knowing that we both offered what the other one didn't and both had strengths, and then felt safe to just create something and not listening to what we should, lots of people have told us what category we should fit, but we don't really fit a category.
Right. and you know,
feeling safe with a partner.
Safe with a partner. And you know what, there's a lot of people right now listening to this who might be questioning themselves, like, can I really do that? Can I really go back to school? Can I really start my own business? Can I really be happy? And we have a song that all of our work that we've created comes from an exact place that Michelle and I have gone through. And that's why it seems to have such the impact on people, because we want all of you who are asking that question to yourself right now about anything. Can I really do this? Or they said I can't, or I shouldn't. We want you to really listen to this next one. It's full of sunshine and rays and hopes, but we want you to listen to this next one and really allow for a shift that we promise at every show.
Which one are we talking? Because Fear No More does not have sunshine in it.
Oh, well, not real sunshine, but the possibility of sunshine.
Oh, it definitely has the possibility. I was saying this one doesn't have sunshine. It has quite the opposite. It has rain.
I wear sunshine glasses, so everything's real.
You do. Everything's sunshine. Well, there's storms. Okay. That's what I thought.
Okay. This is the hope. Definitely not fun.
If fear is the unknown, then I now let all the unknown be possibilities. I no longer allow the questions of unknowingness be, if I can or if I can't. I no longer let the questions be, what if it doesn't work? What if I can't? What I allow is the unknown and the questions to be, what if it's possible? What if I might be able to? And what if I did? If fear is the unknown, I turn that fear into curiosity, into uncharted territories, into exploration. Not foggy confusion, but me on my path, fully clear. I now choose fear and what if to be my possibility.
I am so pulled to asking right now, what if one person experienced just one shift just now?
Yeah, and anybody can let us know if you did.
Yes. Wait, yes, they can email us or
email us. Or you can go to our website and write a comment. I mean, send us an email from there and let us know. I think it's so interesting because Fear No More, it was very, when Lisa said that, she sent me the audio of it, and it was just out of nowhere that she just did it and it was so amazing. I was like, this is just speaks to me so much. And I think because it was so positive that I really felt like putting the storm there, because sometimes the storm, people can see that as negative, but it's quite exciting. I think a lot of people get excited about a storm and rain and thunder, and it felt like that, the change out of that darkness.
That's right. I just change. And it's like every thunderclap, it's like, what is it? Where is it? Or with the lightning, there's so many questions surrounding it. When I was really going through, that really did come out of nowhere in the sense that I was really scared and thinking, I can't do this. I can't do whatever it was at the time. And I was like, no, you are not. What if I turn this into a possibility? What happens if I turn this unknown into like just being curious, like wondering how far away the lightning struck? Or, you know, I remember, I don't know if when you were little, you used to, what was it? You'd hear thunder, you see lightning and then you count to how many times, like seconds the thunder. I can't remember which order they went in. And it says how many miles away the thunder and the lightning was.
Oh, yeah.
But that could be like from your big boom in life to, I can't do this. I'm freaking out. I just don't want to do anything, to how many seconds, how many more actions, how many more decisions or thoughts later will your resolution, will your answer come?
Yeah. No, I felt so connected to that. I remember the night that you sent that, I just listened to it over and over and over and over and over, because I was like, because fear can be so debilitating. I mean, not can be, fear is debilitating.
Absolutely.
And it can be about anything. Like, just sometimes the smallest things can just eat you up. And then sometimes the huge things, I noticed that with myself. Some massive thing could happen and I handle it better than 50 tiny things. And I feel like that turning fear into I remember, when you said, because I listened to it and I go, did you just say turning fear into possibility? And that was like long before what's possible, and just turning fear into possibility. I was like, that is absolutely amazing. It spoke to me so strongly. And now when I have those little moments, if I'm like worried or have any fear about anything, I'm like, okay, so what's possible?
That is such a turnaround statement. That will help anybody right now. If you think of anything that you're worried about, stressed about, scared about, anything right now, anything, I want you to ask yourself, what is possible? And even if it sounds bad and scary at first, it's okay, because you got to start somewhere. Like, what's possible? Well, I could go bankrupt. What's possible? I could, my family might break apart. Or what's possible? Somebody might hate me. What's possible? I could trip and fall.
Like, in the lottery. Like, you just don't know. It's so easy. Like, I think when we started doing this, the biggest thing is that it can be simple and you can use it daily. Like, you can take one word, one sound, and you can shift your perspective, and that what's possible really, really turns around thinking, even if for 1 second. And if you can shift your perspective, sometimes you shift the whole day, you shift the whole route.
You literally do. And I remember a couple years ago, I was listening to a radio show as well, and they said, when you're stressed, you cannot make decisions. And that really, I was like, whoa, wait a second here. I need to make a lot of decisions, so I can't let this little thing called stress hold me down. And I wrote that on a piece of paper and I taped it in front of me so I could always see it. And I thought, just as a reminder to say, this is why you must shift from stress and safety. I must feel safe. So really, when we're going through this, I'm really looking forward to everybody's replies, everybody who can email us and let us know, because this is where our material, this is where our songs come from, is knowing and hearing from you what you're going through, because we want you to feel safe and we want you to feel comfortable in your own choices, just on your own, because that strength that's what empowerment is.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So we'll be checking that and everything. And, I'm hoping that we can play one of my favorite ones when we come back, which is Love. I can ask Michelle now, because I really feel like at the beginning of the show, I was really feeling that gratitude really flooding. And right now we've talked about being safe and comfortable, and love really does that. Love really helps, loving yourself and accepting yourself and being good to yourself. So when we come back, I'm hoping we can listen to Love.
Definitely listen to Love.
Dr. Bree Gibbs is a 4th-generation high priestess with the knowledge to raise your vibration in conscious creation, offering a wide variety of services from goddess light and shamanic healing seminars to private reading sessions. Bree works with you so you too can stand in your own power. Isn't it about time you took your life into your own hands? For more information about Bree's services and products, visit silvergaia.net. That's silver, GAIA.net.
Artie Hoffman is the hottest psychic with the warmest heart and the host of the hit show Angels and Answers. A renowned psychic, medium, spiritual life coach, and an entertaining motivational speaker, Artie has helped over 15,000 people with his amazing intuitive gifts, his passion, and his humor. Call 877-ANGEL-02 to schedule a personal reading or to have your own psychic Artie party. That's 877-ANGEL-02. And visit artiehoffman.com and Angels and Answers on Facebook. Get into it for 2016. Do you want more prosperity, clarity, energy, and balance in your life? Join Lynn Brown now for one of her amazing workshops, each focusing on a key part of living your best life. For more information and to register for one of these amazing workshops, visit lynnbrownevent.com. That's lynnbrownevent.com. And get into it this 2016 with Lynn Brown. Wow. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. This is Talk Radio to Thrive By. I'm telling you, I got to pinch myself some days because when each of us gets called to do something that we so not thought was in our wheelhouse to do for a purpose that's so much greater than us, we get to show up and shine.
If you would like to show up and shine on the Dr. Pat Show as a co-host or sponsor, send us an email to inspire@thedrpatshow.com.
Beyond being this amazing neurologist, inventor, author, Dr. Dan Cohen has been called to look at technology and look at personal and spiritual development and merge these together. As technology uses the healing and psychospiritual effects of synchronized sounds, vibrations, electromagnetic fields, and how that interacts with us in our nervous system in what we're calling the Soul Tech Chair.
The Soul Tech Lounge induces profound levels of relaxation that transition over time into deep meditative states. The synchronized sound, vibration, and magnetic field induce these states. The subject doesn't have to work at it.
To learn more, go to soultechwellbeing.com. That's SOLTEC Wellbeing.
Hello, we're back. I just had not the funniest, isn't it funny how we go through cycles of what makes us feel safe and comfortable and good at different times? Like something you could be obsessed with doing, like maybe it's a certain form of yoga or meditation, or with me playing with my cats or doing something, but then you just do something different and then you kind of, not you forget, but it's on the back burner. You know, have you ever gone through that when there's something that makes you feel so good, but then you can smoothie?
I'm the queen of phases. I'm like, this is what I'm doing. And then one day I'm like, nope, done with that.
Right. Well,
I do it all the time.
Especially with me being a nutritionist, I'll go through foods like that, cycles about what makes me feel really good and comfortable with myself and like, woo, I'm Superwoman. And I just remembered not only a week ago, we were doing all of our Ho'oponoponos, and that is about love and forgiveness and loving yourself. And that's why I think I got really excited about hearing love played, because it's just your beautiful voice singing. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for everybody to hear it. But to go through loving yourself to feel safe, to feel comfortable.
That's exactly.
So I think Michelle is queuing it up.
I'm ready for love.
everyone's heart, there's no way you can't just feel love.
That's also the heart chakra bowl too. The
yes,
beautiful heart chakra bowl.
That was
that one's all about be love too. Like you want to.
Yes, you know what?
Love. It's more than just romantic love or love. It's about loving yourself and being love. When
you be, as you know, we've learned that it's being something that allows you to do the doing of it. And so that's even with safe, feeling safe. It's like, be safe with yourself, be safe in knowing that you won't let yourself down. And should you ever make a decision because you want to experience something, that's just for you to explore and find out what experience you still want to have. Like, you're still creating your life. You're still going through all these things. But when you do have that love and that safety, it fills up that space where judgment can't sneak in.
And being kind to yourself when you slip up sometimes. Because, we all have that. And I think that, because especially when you're working on yourself to change and you want to become, more enlightened, aware, and present. And, we all have slip-ups. Like, we all have moments. And it's not that those moments are going to disappear, because they won't. We're here for human experience. It's going to keep happening. But it's how we react and how we cope with it. And, that the freak out isn't as big as last time. And I think it's really important to be kind to yourself through the evolution, knowing that you feel safer, but just having compassion for yourself and your growth as well. I love that for myself.
I'm so glad that you said those two specific things. Is that, first of all, they're not going to disappear. Absolutely. And this is amazing. And that's a goal that you want, so that they don't disappear, because that's how you learn. But I love that you said your freakouts get a little smaller. They're not, as you have that understanding and kindness to yourself and love, and the safety starts going there, each moment that you experience that you're like, woo, that didn't go over so well, or that wasn't the turnout I was hoping, you learn to trust and feel comfortable in knowing that the next opportunity, you'll see choices, you'll see opportunity, you'll see all these possibilities, that the next one you'll choose a little bit more comfortable for yourself.
Yeah, and exactly, and it all goes together. That is having love and compassion for yourself, because you're like, all right, okay, well, I didn't expect that. I mean, that's happened even this week, and I'm like, okay, well, you know what? There's something else. There's something else around the corner. This door is closing, so that door opens. And, these are all, most people have heard all these sayings before, but it's just applying it and knowing that, it all boils down to what's possible every single time. Just knowing that we do have choice and possibility, and you can create a life that starts to feel better and better and better. And it doesn't mean it's perfect overnight, nor it ever will be. Right. But you can find happiness and peace and contentment more often than the discord,
Right. I was going to back to the event that I went to. So many possibility thoughts were going through my mind, but I was so excited to go. And I remember I stepped off of the elevator, and it was such a fancy do, and they handed me a glass of champagne, and I thought, whoa, look at this is fancy. And as I was there, then I thought, oh my goodness, I have no one to talk to. And then I started having that fear, does everybody in this whole room know that I have no one to talk to?
We've all been there.
And then the possibilities, I thought, yes, but that means all of these people are going to be new. I have the possibility to meet somebody new. Is everybody here? My options got bigger. And so it kept going through that. There was moment after moment. I'm sharing this with everybody. I have a fear, even though if I know that I'm going to be speaking in front of people, no fear if I know this, but at the same time, I have a fear of crossing the street sometimes because I think people are staring at me.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yes, and it is a fear, but I face it every time, and I think, well, the possibility, first of all, is that I'm going to get across the street to where I need to go, and that's going to be fabulous. Accomplishment 1 for the day. But there's so many. So we all have our own little things that can hold us back, and at this event, I really was turning everything that came to mind that I was a little bit hard on myself I turned it right around, and I ended up closing that party down. I was right till the end. And you know,
yeah, you were there really late.
I was the last person leaving. But the great thing is that event was so important to me because they were raising money for 2 lion cubs and their habitat for them. And funny enough, when I got there, which is at another city, like the opposite way of which the place they were collecting and raising money for, which was closer to me where I was. And I thought, that's my hometown. They're like raising money and having this habitat for these lions. And that's the thing that just showed up for me. And I had this connection and I felt comfortable and safe again. And we are using those words over and over because if you can highlight even the tiniest things to the biggest of things that you connect with, that you feel safe with, that you feel comfortable, that you feel empowered by, keep reminding yourself those things because that's how that freak out gets less.
Yeah. And also being, you know what, sometimes you're going to go to the party and it's not your party. Like,
right.
It's like that. There's 2 scenarios to it. Like, it worked out, you had a great time, but being totally nice to yourself, even and feeling safe. Like, I was at a party not that long ago. I mean, I was
going to say, yeah, tell that story. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's borderline embarrassing because I'm so weird. But luckily, I've been weird my whole life, so now I'm just used to it. But I was sitting there, and like everybody was nice. I just like felt really uncomfortable, and I couldn't. It was one of those nights I just couldn't rally. I'm like, you know what? I can't. And then I said to 3 people when I left, didn't say it to one, didn't keep it in my head. I said to 3 people, I go, well, it was nice meeting you. I'm going to go because I feel like an alien. And I got to my car. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why don't you just say you have to wake up early or you're tired or you got to go or just ghost and leave? But no, I had, because I'm so honest, I had to tell them. But when I got to my car, I like started laughing. I thought it was funny. I'm like, you're nuts. You're nuts. And it was totally okay. And, you know, like it doesn't both ways. It's just knowing where you feel comfortable.
By telling those 3 people, they probably were, well, I don't know. But I mean, if I heard that, I think, oh, wow, first of all, boy, does she ever have courage. And, you know, that's cool that she said that. Or I might think, wow, she is really weird like an alien. But it would have, you shifted me. You shifted those people. And then by doing that, they're now thinking, you know what? I wasn't comfortable either. Or who would have.
But it wasn't, there was nothing bad about it. It was nothing bad about it. It was just not
personal
right for me at that time. And there's plenty of times I've rallied at parties. It was just one of those.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny. Like, I think the bottom line lesson that even sharing with listeners right now is be okay with where you're at and honor that. And some days you just want to go forward. Oh, and we are.
Oh no, we still have a couple seconds, and I just want to invite everybody to our website to watch that video as you mentioned earlier. And that was called, oh my goodness, what was our first one called?
Breakdown. So our first one's Breakdown, and right beside it is Fear No More. We do have Breakdown, Fear No More, and Love all on the video page.
Yes, at
432shift.com.
We'll see you guys next week, 1 p.m. Monday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Lots of gratitude for everybody.